Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Ball Pit. This is the Shadow Update video, where we are, keeping up with a few different things that have changed. So I moved some stuff around before we started, and I got the new blueprints. So there is the guild hall that lets your characters re-roll their stats, which is great because I know there were some choices there that I made very early on that I'm not particularly happy with. Not that it matters too much in the long run, but still. We have the Stone Domain, which adds one of the new characters. Can we just slot it in there? Yeah, perfect. And the Hidden Temple will give us the other one of the new characters, which we can't slot in there, unfortunately, but that's okay. And then I'm going to move this, and I'm going to slap it down right there. We don't have a gap between these two, right? No. Alright, cool. Just making a mess of my land right now. That'll do. They'll probably figure it out. Anyway, we want to have at least one of these characters built for our run here. Because we got a lot of new balls now. I'm going to do a run with each character. And then we will also... Probably not the best position for it, but whatever. We will also try and get as many of the new balls and stuff in those couple of runs as we can. Oh, they're all built. Easy. The Tunneler, the Tiptoer, and obviously the Guild Hall lets us reroll characters. So, a couple of new houses, which is nice. We'll definitely deal with those soon-ish. And in the meantime, we'll get our first run going. Now, the different abilities for these guys, the Tunneler apparently has... where are we? Yeah, the Tunneler can't... No, the Tunneler is the one where the balls will go off the top and bottom, so there's like no... From what I understand, there's no wall at the top. They just go clean through. And then the bottom one, the Tiptoer, enemies can't detect you, so I'm assuming that means you can walk like right up next to enemies. I'm trying to figure out a benefit to that. I can only assume like pairing that with the Carouser or something is going to be a good thing. I don't know. We'll find out. We're going to take each of these guys on a run by themselves. I don't want to start them on New Game Plus because they're only early rank. But let's take the Tunnel to... Let's take him to the Boneyard. We'll start off with the classic. The Tunnel is way better than you think. I am keen to test it out. Now we need to try and get as many of the new balls as possible. Now, I have a lovely assistant here with a list in front of her that is going to be guiding me. Considering we're starting with the Earthquake, do we have anything we want to pair with Earthquake to get one of the new balls? Because what do we got? We got Wind, Light, Freeze. Nothing in particular that's jumping out at me on the short list. So we'll just go with what we can go with, and we'll see what happens. We do need to get a few other bits and pieces. We'll just play. We'll see how we go. Alright, so they go clean off top and bottom, which is nice, making it so that there's no wall there. Although it does make, I assume it makes things that bounce off the back kind of useless. What else we got? You know what, let's go with a laser. Already got one Evo here. Sandstorm. Is Sandstorm in the list? We got light. No. Erosion is wind and time. Yeah, we don't need that one. So we've got to keep an eye out for an eye one as well. No cheating? No, I don't want to be here for the next 6 hours trying to figure out which ones I'm missing. Because we usually... There's no cheating because there's a list that tells you what you're missing. Let's try and get all the daggers here. We'll try and get some crit combos going and see what we get. We got top dagger, arrows. I really should have just written down the ones that I'm missing. That probably would have been better. I went about it a different way, and I just don't remember anything. So it kind of defeats the point of the list that we put together beforehand. Oh well. I helped you? Yeah, no, I know, but it wasn't particularly how I had envisioned it, so I just sort of skipped over it, I guess. Get some levels. Alright, what else we got? Well, let's reroll. So here's time. Okay, so that's the new time ball. And it just freezes enemies nearby, I guess. Or slows them, maybe. Let's get an upgrade level. Hello, Hotline. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. We could do that. Do a reroll. One more. Don't know if any of these combine to be handy. Time, freeze, wind, light. Light and time work. That works. Light and time is one of them. 3 in the morning or at work tomorrow. Just want to say hi since it's been a while. Always a pleasure, Hotline. I'm assuming now you've changed your name to Draven. You'd prefer to be called Draven? Yep, let's ramp that up to 3 so that as soon as we get our upgrade, we can just use it straight away. Okay, so that's for Inferno, which we've already unlocked. So it's good that they take the new ones, the new balls and stuff that they're adding, and turn them into stuff. One more reroll. Yeah, we got a little bit of cash. Getting expensive. I'll go freeze for now. Evolution. We're gonna go warp. This one's warp, from what I understand. After each hit, it warps to a random spot on the field and speeds up by 5%. That sounds brutal. Got another time one. So warp is hard to keep track of. I kind of like it. It's just wherever it feels like. We'll bump up freeze, and then we'll bump up time again because time and freeze do something else. We want to make sure it's leveled up before we pick up that fusion there. We've got to be careful how close we get. I do like the whole going off the top, coming back on the bottom situation. I think that's pretty cool. The music in this game is just awesome. There we go. No, I need to level up time, guys. There we go. Another Evo. And this one is... Hotline's fine. That's good. Been working a lot. Been streaming more recently. It's been fun. Excellent. Freezes everything on the field for 5 seconds, but destroys itself after hitting an enemy. Okay. Fully stops the actual field itself from moving and everything. It doesn't just stop the enemies from moving so they slide up. It like stops everything. That's pretty sick. I like that. It's actually like a proper time stop. Kind of cool. I think we need a little bit more damage. Speeds up by 8%. I'm assuming it's going to go to 10. 5, 8, 10, probably what it's going to end up at. It teleporting around is weird. Let's do efficient, get some upgrades. Did a Lords of the Fallen speed run and was 2 minutes off the world record on my first try. Nice. Where does that put you on the leaderboard? Because I know speedrunning is like pretty intense, where it's like the top 10 places are separated by like 3 seconds or whatever. We got trapped in the middle of everything. Alright, what do we want? Oh, this is a new one. 30% less damage, but gain 1 for each enemy on the field. I mean, I don't like that. Can we do that? I don't think we can do what I intend to do with it, but we can do that for now. Alright, rank you up. Get ourselves a holy laser. Second, nice. I don't know what the asterisks are. I'm assuming that's a website, but it doesn't like that. With the time that we have left, I don't think we're going to get ourselves all of the daggers. Ow, 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 ow. Let me out. I keep walking too far up the field and they're just pummeling me. Bouncing around inside. I'd love a left-facing dagger. But alas, it is not something that we are allowed to have. Vision, upgrade everything. Good night, hotline. Rest easy, bud. I think that freeze time is really doing a lot of the heavy lifting in the grand scheme of things. Because that's like an entire row of enemies that it just stops and gives you the extra time on. Now we get that one. This late in the game. I suppose we have like the endless mode now, right? Maybe we try and go endless. I would love to level up again before I get that fusion, but we'll see what happens. little bit more. Combine them. Okay. With one passive. I don't even remember what speed I put this on. Like as in the timer, the time speed, you know. I'm trying to think if who would be really good with this guy. Like maybe the one that fires from the back. Because everything will just sort of bounce up and come straight up from the bottom anyway. Which could be pretty sick. Isn't there something that makes it so that critical hits do instant kills or something? Pretty sure there is. Because now this is a 100% crit chance. Like everything critting all the time. Boss. Boss. Oh, this is going to mess him up because it's just going to be... anything that bounces back is going to hit him. Crit still bonus damage, sure thing. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to fire straight up at him because anything that bounces back down is going to be more likely to hit him in the crown. In between. Thread the needle. Oh. I can see time stop being dangerous with certain bosses. This sounds like rain on a tin roof. There he goes. Cool. Weed harvester, sure. And continue on in endless. We'll see if we can, since we've got a few of these things here, let's see if we can get the that's so cool. Let's see if we can get a what is it? The spear that goes with this. AR, the letters. Yeah, no. Not quite. Not Ara either. I believe that one of the passives, we need to combine Deadeye's amulet and a spear to make another spear, to make the thing that goes with the combination thing of the 4 daggers. Which we haven't got. And I don't know whether it was part of an update or whatever, but we definitely missed it. Deadeye's Cross. Yeah, I've got Deadeye's Cross at the moment. And it goes with something else. And I can't remember how to make that, but I'm pretty sure I need the amulet. And I need a spear. Gracious Impaler to make Deadeye's Impaler. How do I make Gracious Impaler, though? That's the kicker. Reach's Spear and Deadeye's Amulet. Right. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Reach's spear, I'm pretty sure, is just one that you can pick up. It's just a default one. We just gotta hope. Just gotta hope. I should start going at an angle again. Deeper and deeper and deeper. And we can start fusing our balls, or not fusing them, but Reach of Spear is unlocked by default, yeah. No Reach of Spear, and no ability to reroll. Balls deal bonus damage until they hit a wall. Well, it kind of bounces stuff around. I guess I'll go healer. It might extend our time ever so slightly. Oh, I'm surrounded by things. Let us combine. I can't remember what Sandstorm does. Let's go with let's go Sandstorm and Warp, maybe. Maybe it'll zoot around the field. Nah, not really. Through enemies surrounded by a raging storm, damage per second, blinding enemies. Fair enough. Alright. Now, I would love to reroll, but I can't. Potion. Nice healers coming up the board. Very handy. So that purple thing is the sandstorm that's warping around the field. Makes the warp way easy to see. Alright, we got another level up. Let's get yes. Yes, that combined with the laser. Whoops, didn't mean to grab that. Oh well. No. Alright. So many things, so many things. Too many cooks. Come on, a little bit more. Give us a fusion, or when we level up, give us the spear. No spear. No spear. Disappointing. Alright, we'll go pressure valve then. Pressure valve's always good. Always handy. There's a lot going on. What's this? They fire spears or arrows or whatever, which is kind of adorable since they don't make it very far. Upgrade pressure valve. I'll take that gold. Evolution. So that makes this, and then we level this up, and then we can evolve that with the holy laser, I believe. I believe that's a new evolution. I think. I could be wrong. I think that's what it is. Slow-mo. Even in slow-mo, it's a lot. Let's upgrade you. We want another time one as well, because time and wind make something. I should have grabbed the time one instead of upgrading the thing. Oh well, here's what it is. Thought I could sneak in there. Apparently not. Sneaky, sneaky. Need the tip tower. They'll still be picking stuff up. There we go. We'll grab that. That way we got something else after that. I've noticed with this guy, like, trying to bounce and get balls up behind the back row of enemies, kind of pointless, because they just come straight back. Time one's interesting. It's kind of like the pushback ones. Like how you can get the fan that'll push back enemies in your roll or whatever. Another time upgrade. So we can take our pick of fusions when we get our next one. This guy's pretty tanky though. I'm not worried, but I'm not comfortable. Just gotta keep hitting them with the time ball. There we go. Evolution. So these two, Holy Laser and Laser Beam Cutter, whatever it is, make an X-ray. Emits an X-shaped laser on hit that deals damage to all enemies and applies 1 stack of radiation. Radiation causes enemies to receive 10% more damage from all sources per stack. I thought that the wind and the time was going to make one as well, but apparently not. Could have sworn it does. Oh, I'm not looking at wind, I'm looking at freeze or whatever it is. Oh well. No, because that should make something as well. What am I looking at in the top left-hand corner? I think I've already combined stuff. I think. Oh no, that's right. That's the sandstorm, whatever it is, and the warp. Time and wind is erosion. Yeah. No, I know. I'm like, what it turns into is irrelevant. It's more that I was looking at the wrong one. But that's okay, because we still have an open slot. We'll be able to pick up another one. If we get time and can survive long enough to actually do anything with it, we'll see. Supposed to freeze my healer, but whatever. It's building up. That warp ball is getting kind of intense when there's not much room, and it's just all over the place. Alright, what do we combine with time to make something else? We can do, well, freeze we've already done, wind for erosion, bomb, I don't think I can do bomb there. Reroll. There we go. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll get lucky and be able to upgrade it. Combining that X-ray laser with something that can pass through enemies would be pretty sick. Just have a good across the arena. Oh, it's stuck in there. That was awesome. Destroy them. If we can defeat these bosses, then we'll get the next one. Come on. Go away. Keep pummeling the bosses with the time ball. Keep pushing them back. Yes. Push, push, push. Push them back. Good shit. A bit more gold, please. And we can evolve. Wind and time equals erosion. Passes through enemies, deals 3% of the enemy's current health as bonus damage on hit. Interesting. Nothing that makes me go, ooh, that's amazing. But when combined with something else, I don't know, let's say our X-ray, that could be pretty sick. Hello, Kiwix. Welcome, welcome. How are you? I hope your morning is good. Come on. We're not going to be able to do it if these guys keep tanking all our stuff. Man. We're having a bad time. I think we're just about done. Oh no. We just whack her up. Nice. Oop, that hurt. Ow. I believe this is all she wrote. This is it. This is the end. Necromancer, yes. And explodes everybody nearby, even better. Come on. Oh, and there's bosses coming down as well. I didn't even notice them. Not bad, considering we weren't new stages or you just want to play again. New balls, new characters. So they added a bunch of new characters and balls and combinations and passives and all sorts of stuff. But this is for the Shadow update. We did this once before when they did the Royalty update. I think it was called the Royalty update. Or the Royal update, something like that. Yeah, this is the Regal update, yes, thank you. This is the Shadow update. We got a lot of new stuff. And we have a bunch of other new stuff as well. So we have all the base game ones. These are the extra ones that we have now. So we got some from the Regal update, and then there's some other new ones. So I'm not sure what all of these are specifically, but we will see. Let's have a quick look and see. There's a lot of time evolutions, and there's one undiscovered evolution for time, which I think is time plus bomb makes time bomb. I know, right? Complex. As for all these others, we're gonna have to work it out. Okay. So, if my lovely assistant can please remove from the list time stop, erosion, and warp. Get rid of them. X-ray. And that's it for now. We do have some other stuff that we need to organize as well, but we will get there. And time as well, yes. Alright, cool. Alright. So we're gonna have to do a lot of Ghost Ball as well. But that'll come in due time. Let's do a cheeky quick harvest. Try and get our structures over here built a bit better. Speed up. There we go, one built. Anything that can be, yep, this one. Okay. Let's head back into the pit. No, I don't need to upgrade that. Trying to remember the buttons after I haven't played for a few months. Alright, next one is the Tiptoer. Can't be detected by enemies except bosses and mini-bosses, but has drastically less health. Interesting. Well, we'll see how we go. Let's take the Tiptoer to... the Fungal Forest. Because I kind of want to see how they're going to go with the enemies that fire at you. Because if you can't be detected, I understand that they don't jump on you, but can they still aim at you? Very curious. Very, very curious. Albatross, how do you make bomb? Chance to dodge attacks. Yeah, sure, that sounds good. Ooh. And we do have a few passives that we're chasing as well. So we need none of these. None of these. We'll just upgrade what we've got. Never mind, I didn't actually upgrade what I've got. I just... burn plus iron. Right. Okay. Good to know. We would prefer Ghost Ball, if we can get hold of it. It looks as though... reroll. I do need the breastplate and something as well, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, breastplate and onion. So we'll try and get that. Need the breastplate and the onion. We need stone and... no, burn and iron, not stone. Yeah. I do need the mirror as well. What do we need the mirror with? The mirror goes with Lover's Quiver. The Arrow of Fate. Alright. Hopefully we get something that we can combine with something else here in a sec. There's the damn spear that we were looking at for the last one. Anyway. I'll take the mirror. Yay, money. It's extra rerolls for us when it gets there. There's our Lover's Quiver. Which is good. Need to rank it up before we... yeah, no, so they still know where I am, which is interesting. Stop that. I don't want to miss out on that fusion, but I also don't want to get it yet. There we go. Now we can do it. Evolution. I don't know what this makes. Projectiles no longer hurt you. Shoot 1 to 2 baby balls when hit by a projectile. That's awesome. So do these count as projectiles? Oh, they do. Does that hurt? Oh, that hurts. So, okay, so the boss still hurts. Alright, what else do we need? Let's banish the feather. We'll upgrade Arrow of Fate. Hello, projectile? Just didn't want to hit me. Alright, what else do we need? We need Silver Bullet and Hourglass, and Swordbreaker and Iron Onesie for our passives. Vanish Clone Ball. Reroll. Ooh, yes. They will combine. Just need to not die now. Oh, the boss is being pushed forward. This is bad. Oh, so lucky. Upgrade you. Now I can evolve the armor and that, which apparently is a base game one, but I missed it. So we're getting this for the first time. Stinky armor. Odiferous shell. When you touch enemies, they have a 50% chance of instantly dying, which is kind of amazing because it effectively means we can just walk into people. We need freeze and poison, ghost bleed. We could chase freeze and poison. We could. Upgrade. So hold on, when that's upgraded, what does that do? When you touch enemies, they have a 100% chance of instantly dying. Okay, so I still take damage from touching them, but it's kind of awesome. And like I said at the start, I have considerably less damage. Is iron... Iron is different. It's not stone and... Yeah, no, it's not a combination because I would have seen it there already. But poison and freeze is what we need. We are chasing that one. I do really like that they add combinations for the older balls as well, you know? I don't want to waste freeze. I don't want to waste freeze. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I might combine time and laser though. Because that way it'll freeze basically the whole front row at a time. I'm assuming. We'll just keep pushing the enemies backwards. Alright, there we go. Iron. We get this and then we chase fire. No. Poison and freeze makes venom. Damage per second and slows down enemies. That's pretty awesome. So we just need... These shouldn't damage me now, right? I don't think they do. Yeah. Fire extra. Do I need freeze and anything else? No. Alright, we banish freeze. Reroll. You know what, let's banish magnet and let's reroll. That's okay. We'll rank up iron once. We'll get an iron rank. Just count for bosses. Nope. That just hurt a lot. See, I could do that, make Holy Laser, and then combine that with time. And that I feel like would make a mess. There might be enough XP in this lot before we have to pick up the other thing. after we level it up. Get that. Evolve those two together, and then we'll combine it with time. Put it with time, and then once time goes, time will do an entire row up and sideways. We do need to rank up the laser though, which is unfortunately a bit of a pain. And also not here. Sick. What have we got for passives? We don't really. Silver bullet and hourglass, but we don't have silver bullet. That's okay. That's okay. Passives will come in the next one. Yeah, upgrade. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. That way we don't have to worry about the next lot. And we want fire. We want the next one to be fire. If fire will come through, then that means we can get iron and... What are we doing? Oh, we need the time one, don't we? Ooh. Alright, that's alright. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, let's start rolling. There's fire. Alright. Alright. We'll do that. We'll rank it up. And then we can fuse those two into bomb. And then bomb and time to make time bomb. And then time bomb and laser to make laser bomb? I don't know if that'll work. Hello, Robert. Welcome, welcome. How you doing, buddy? Yeah. Yeah, balls pass through enemies and deal extra damage. That sounds good. Since we can't be seen. Come on, give me a fusion, man. Give me a fusion. Preferably before the boss. Come on. Otherwise we're going to have to go into endless. It's going to be an uphill struggle. Okay. I see how it is. Ow. Instant kill. Yeah, I know. Oh, all the shit bouncing around at the back. Suck shit, idiot. Man, he got wrecked. You see that health bar go down? Holy shit. That's amazing. All right. Albatross just got better and then drank herself into a stupor. She did. She went out. She had her first day back at work. Decided to go out for a couple of drinks just for a work greet and bonding and blah, blah, blah. And yeah. Increase harvest clock. Extra wood. Bonus dexterity. Yeah, cool. Continue, please. I've got some combinations I want to attempt. See, it's times like this that I think the tunneler would be a detriment. Because if they're bouncing off the enemies at the back, then it's kind of like, why would I want that to not be a thing, you know? Alright, we're going to go do this. These will combine. And then we level this up, and we combine again, and make time bomb. And then we combine again just to see what happens if we do the laser. But we've got to level it up before we get the next fusion. ability to not take damage from projectiles, meaning that we don't have to move, is kind of awesome. You could definitely do some really cool stuff. Oh, that's big. Oh, that's big too. Okay. Huh? Yeah, I get it. What else do we want even? I can't see the list anymore. Ghost, Bleed, Wraith. None of them. Doesn't really matter. Alright. Go with Vampirism, why not? If your aircon arrives, you're going to be AFK at times to figure out how it works. Turn on. Sometimes filled with water, depending. But turn on. And then good. Alright, we got an evolution. Bomb end time equals bomb time. Oh, time bomb. Sorry, it's very complex. Throws a time bomb every few seconds, which explodes after a delay. Okay. Is it the purple looking one or the yellow looking one? Alright, let's slow it down. Keep an eye out for the time bomb. Maybe it's the purple one? No, the purple one's coming back. It's not the holy laser, which is the yellow one. I think the vampirism is the purple. Time bomb's probably purple too. Green's the venom. Are we even firing a time bomb? Oh, that was that one. It just looks like a steel ball and then hits and goes bang. Fair enough. That's right. Level up time bomb first. We're not going to be able to, are we? It's just going to go off the bottom of the screen. Yeah. You know what? Let's fuse Venom and Vampirism. Let's try that. Nice. Every hit has a chance to heal. Hopefully the damage over time includes that chance to heal. Now we've leveled up time bomb enough. Yeah, good. A little bit late, but right. Whoa! Every now and then, when we can't fire because all the balls are stuck up the back, we just sort of dart around the place. Ooh, new enemy. Or boss, I guess. We have a fuse after this, which will be good. I don't know why I'm worrying about the projectiles. Alright, this doesn't matter too much what we pick. Another one. Another one. It's one of those air conditioners where you have to have the tube out the window. Ah, righto. The old, portable air conditioner type dealio. I'm a little worried. Please end this boss. Resurrect, yes. Please hurry up and kill the boss. Oh my god. Whatever. Oh well. You can always do the time stop and the laser yourself and figure out what's going on with that, because I'm really curious. Okay. But now we can combine the two and see how they go together. Okay, they're all running around doing things, I guess. Okay, so we'll do our quick harvest. And while we do that, Albatross, can you please remove Time Bomb, Venom, Arrow of Fate, Odiferous Shell. Yes. So we got 4 more balls to try and get. A couple more passives. We'll see how we go. We completed a structure. Oh, we actually have the materials to upgrade. Intelligence, strength, speed. Do that one. Oh, and this one. But why not? Sounds good. Okay. Next run. We combine their powers. Like, I'm not... Maybe we do 2 runs and we combine them with people we actually think will make them useful. Maybe that's what we do instead. Alright, let's do... Balls wrap around top and bottom, so what's going to be good with him? Balls are affected by gravity, pulling them towards the back of the screen would be kind of amazing. Balls always pierce enemies. 5% more damage each time they bounce, but when they hit the back wall, they return to the player. I mean, they're not gonna hit the back wall though, right? They just go through it. Let's see. Okay, let's see if he has any exclusions first. If there's anybody that can't. Yeah, okay. Alright. I was like, but that would be really cool. Yeah, it would. But nah. Doesn't work. Fine. Alright, let's go with the... Let's go with this guy. They're affected by gravity and pulls them to the back of the screen. That means they're going to be going off the back of the screen pretty much no matter what. We'll take him into the gory grasslands, why not? Trying to get a lot of ghosts by the looks of it. A lot of ghosts. We could do Flicker and combine it with something. Silver Bullet. Silver Bullet needs to go with Iron Onesie. No, Hourglass. Holy shit. This is kind of awesome because it just turns it into like a freeway because they're all being pulled to the back of the screen and then they do a loop and then they go on towards the back of the screen even more. 30% less damage, but gain 1% damage for each enemy on the field. I don't like that. Because, like... I don't know. We'll try it, because it's got to go with something else anyway to get a combination thing. We'll see how we go. Reroll. Yeah, alright. The earthquake one's just bouncing on them. Just doop, 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 doop. That's kind of awesome. If we get the ghost-like one that makes it so it passes through enemies, it's just gonna tear everything to pieces. Everything to pieces. Maybe we try and get don't remember how to make shotgun. It's fine. Let's do banish for you. We'll reroll. Banish this one. Reroll. Banish that. Reroll. Iron. No, not iron. It's something else. I don't remember. We'll make light flicker. And then we can combine that with whatever that can deal damage to stuff and just make a mess of things. Banish the bull, reroll. One more reroll. Yeah, we'll go light bulb, I guess. It'll be fine. You got it? I like flicker. Yeah, flicker's really good. I like flicker too. Because you can combine it with so many things that just deal crazy amounts of damage. And I have a juicy earthquake coming along. I don't want any of them. Flickers the light bulb, yeah. Flickers because it's every second or whatever on screen, all of the enemies get hit by whatever, and it makes a big mess. As we do this, makes glacier. Is it? No. I think I need clone, whatever the clone ball's called. Yeah, okay. G'day, Saint. How you doing? How's your day? I need the clone one. We get the clone one, then we can combine it with earthquake. Look at how fast those baby balls are going. Like, some of them are going so fast, it just looks like they're moving slowly again. That is insane. There's our iron onesie. Can we get one more rank up before we grab that fusion, please? That would be very nice. Beautiful. Evolution. You also like the Blizzard Frost Fire combo? Yeah, it's pretty good. Full Metal Rapier. Level 1. Balls deal 1% more damage for each baby ball and enemy on the field. That's awesome. It also doesn't have the reduction in damage anymore. And because they just stay on the field, that's insane. Alright, we need the hourglass. Ah, good, we need that. We'll get the clone going. Once we level it up, we can, I'm pretty sure we can combine it with the earthquake, and then we can combine that with flicker, and the enemy's going to have a bad time. What are you doing all the way over here, bud? You're not... I don't appreciate that. That's bad. Reroll. Alright, I guess we'll level it up. Can I please have more on this side? Because he's getting real close. There we go. Evolution, overgrowth, excellent. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. One more. And now... and we can combine overgrowth and flicker. And now everything will be dying repeatedly per second. 1 stack of overgrowth. Upon reaching 2 stacks, consume all stacks and deal damage to all enemies in a 3x3. Damage to every enemy on screen every 1.2 seconds. Area of effect damage from flicker also inflicts the effects of status from overgrowth. So every 3 seconds, overgrowth hits every enemy on the screen. Boom. 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 We should be good for a little bit. Alright. What else have we got here? We've got... yeah, let's do one more cheeky reroll. Yeah, it's not happening. Not happening. I need another level so I can make the chill, breezy wind thing. Oh, I guess that'll do. I let it go off the bottom, didn't I? What a waste. What a waste. Sells your favorite default ball? It's alright. It's definitely very versatile, but it doesn't deal any damage on its own. But it can do a lot. Reroll. Where are you? One more. Ugh. One more. Ugh. You really want me to take the healer, huh? Really, really, really want me to take the healer? I don't wanna. With everything curving, I'm not going to be taking anywhere near as many shots because I'm just hanging out on the side. Everything else just does the work on its own. They take a lot of damage walking across the field to collect stuff though, is the only thing. Okay. Still none. Where is it though? Not sure why I'm not getting the hourglass. Don't like it. I don't appreciate it. Isn't the boss of this world like a truck or something? Evolution. Freeze all enemies in a radius. Time stop. Pass through enemies for their current health. You know what? Let's do that. If we get it going in a line, it's just going to go past the same enemies again and again. We're not getting many bounces, so that's not going to happen. Normally I like rubber band, but not for this. want to fuse them either. You're a truck? Okay. Enjoy your shower. I read 2 sentences in my head and responded to one of them, but it wasn't the one I read. Yeah, cold windness. There you are, about time. I really feel like you could do something pretty chaotic with passes through enemies. But even like this, with them all just sitting up that end, like they're just staying there. These enemies are just getting pummeled. Occasionally I lose a little bit of health. Beyond that, we're good. He's getting absolutely hammered. Oh shit! When he goes over to that side, it's just... gold. It hurts, Janice, it hurts. Here we go. Alright. Continue. We may die before we even... I'm pretty sure we just fired all of our balls again. Need to get that. We need to combine. Evolution. Silver bullet and hourglass equals... Argent stopwatch. 200% damage, but the damage decays 20% each time they bounce to a minimum of 100%. That's pretty good. Like this combination plus goes through enemies equals damage doesn't decay because they don't bounce. That one. This is kind of brutal. Kind of brutal. Yeah, I love that. Thank you. If we can make it rank 3, I'll be laughing. Now I can combine them. Huh? Oh. I'm like, what do you mean? It's, yeah, it's fine. Heal past your max health and no longer lose health when firing. I have one more slot for passives. The only thing I can think of is for the turret that's there. Reroll. I mean, could do baby balls so everything deals more damage, or we could go through enemies. Oh, could you imagine if you just focus on doing like a baby ball run with this, with the brood mother and the swarm and whatever else? Like, oh, brutal. I wonder how quickly, because this one passes through enemies. So, or maybe it doesn't. No, it bounces around. Okay. I thought it does because it reminds me of the like wind ones. Looks like hail. Cool, there's our shotgun. We're going to combine the shotgun with assassin, but I can't remember how to make assassin. I think assassin's like shuriken and something else. Shuriken and dark, maybe? I don't know. We'll have a look at the encyclopedia after this. And we'll see what we can add. Yes, very good, very good. Evo into shotgun, yes. And it should just keep bouncing and keep firing more and more baby bullets. Might as well get a cell. That shotgun is intense. Just trying to remember assassin on the turn-based guy and it being nuts. Yeah, it's something to do with crits and backstabs or something. We'll have a look at the encyclopedia after this run. Depending on how long this run goes for, I might need to throw it in, but we'll see what happens. Broken. They're just zooming. Look at that! Old mate in the middle is being torn to pieces. by baby balls of all things. This guy could be the enemy though. Ow. 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 Resurrection. There you go. Not enough. Upgrade, excellent. Okay, let's have a look at the encyclopedia. Just going to check it out and see what we're still missing. Okay, so we have all of the basic stuff now, which we had before, but I think we were missing Satan. I think. And now left we have, and I don't know which ones in which order these are, but we have sniper rifle, we have the Reaper, the Banshee, and the Heart Swallower. Which the Heart Swallower evolves into the Reaper. Alright. Now, Soul Sucker, which is you. Alright, we need Vampire and Ghost. Vampire, Ghost, Wraith, Phantom. Okay, Ice Ghost. Phantom? Dark Ghost. Lots of ghosts. Many, many ghosts. Heart Swallower is a bleed ghost. Assassin. Is Assassin one of the newer ones? Is it from an update? Oh no, it's just Shuriken. I just call it Shuriken. Okay. Never mind. I call it Shuriken. Alright. So we need Assassin and Shotgun. Assassin's pretty easy. Alright, yeah, Ice Ghost, Bleed Ghost, Vampire Ghost, Dark Ghost. We'll go after Reaper. So we need Bleed Ghost, Vampire Ghost, combined. Yeah. Bleed Ghost, Vampire Ghost combined. Lots of ghosts. Oh yeah, the passives. Wanted to check that too. So, I still haven't got Voodoo Doll. And I haven't got this one, which we nearly had, but whatever. But we have all of these except this one, which I need this one and then the 4-prong dagger for the Assassin's Mark or whatever it's called. Should have tiptoed. I know, right? Alright. We'll do a quick and cheeky harvest. I'm not going to make it a gold farm run. We'll just do this. Run! Construction completed. Upgrade. Alright. The tiptoe are, like... I don't know. They're fine, and not being able to be detected by enemies could be very, very cool for, like, if you want to go for a build that is about close range. I think that and the carousal would probably go really well. But since we're chasing new ball combinations, I think I'm going to go with other. Does anyone start with Ghost? She does. Balls at the same time in a wide arc. Okay. Right. You know, we can work with that. He's the only one that's got bleed, yeah? Yeah, okay. Let's go with her. And we'll put her on a date with... Where is he? Here he is. The Spendthrift. And where else to find ghosts but at the Heavenly Gates? We'll see how we go. We'll try and get all our ghosts. Do we have... We have Vampire Ghost on us. We need a Bleed Ghost, an Ice Ghost, and a Dark Ghost. Damn, this isn't helping automatically. You know what, I'm gonna skip. Yep. Let's... I'll take the onion, I guess, because we got shotgun guy. Bang, 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 bang. We do need assassin. If we go assassin shotgun, we can get sniper. But since we're focusing on our like ghost run, probably not a good plan. I'm gonna use my banishes on balls this time. That's succubus, but we need not that. Now we got lots of exploders. Banish the other laser. Reroll. Not what I'm after. Guess we'll take a rubber band, I suppose. Give the extra speed on the bounces. Oh, you stole my shit. How dare you? Thief! Thief! None of the above. Go away. We do need a blade. Evolution to the Soul Sucker. Passes through enemies and saps them. 30% chance of stealing 1 health and reducing their attack damage by 20%. Okay. Done. Now we need another ghost. I think getting the ghosts is going to be the hardest part. Like trying to do it all in one run, you know? Yeah, move full speed, why not? Why not? Passives, I'm not too worried about the passives at the moment. Upgrade everything, yes. We do need to do an Ice Ghost. So that is acceptable. And we also need a Dark Ghost, so if we get a Darkness Ball, that is also handy. Not stone. Another ghost would be good. Another ghost ball. Any ghost ball. Take the gold, I guess. Feels a bit wasteful, but oh my god. $35 bonus damage until they hit the back of the field. There we go. No, none of them. What? Why? What do I need next? Dark. I need a dark ball. Dark ball next, and we're good to go. Hello? Ow. 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 Got it out. Stop it. Why is it being so tanky? Just fall down. Finally. I don't know if I'm going to survive. Balls deal extra damage until they hit a wall. Well, this is one of our new ones at least. Hearts Follower. Saps enemies on hit with a 40% chance of stealing 1 health and reducing their attack damage. Okay. Oh, we can come back from this. We can come back from this. We can do this. We've got to be careful and run things in slow-mo a little bit, but that's alright. Give me that potion. I need another ghost. Another ghost, please. Any ghost will do. You a healer? Get out of here. Without baby balls to destroy all the arrows, they kind of get in the way. Upgrade stuff. Yep. Another ghost. Beautiful. Oh my god. Ow. We need to get a level before we get that fusion. Beautiful. Alright. Now we do this one. Heart Eater and Soul Sucker becomes Reaper. 10% chance to kill enemies on impact, healing you for 5 health. That's pretty sick. I'm assuming it doesn't actually deal damage though, which is the only thing. We could have a problem because we just lost 2 balls. And deal less damage now. Well, that was the problem we were having before. And they're now eating it. Ow. 15% chance to kill enemies on hit. Okay. Instant kill on the boss. Very nice. Didn't know that'd work. Evolution. Freeze any enemy that passes. It passes through. Cursed enemies on hit. Cursed enemies are dealt damage after being hit 5 times. Let's go freeze. I really need freeze. Yeah, another ghost, please. Thank you. Now I just gotta stay alive. Ow. Ow. Come on. Ow. Never mind. Healing for 7. We'll rank that up to try and get the next ghost. Grab fusion. Evo. We got insta-kills, we got potions, we're still doing it, we're still here. We haven't died yet, we're getting there. There's so many of these arrows floating around there. Get out of here. That freeze is starting to do some work though. Maybe now we do low time. Could come in handy when I decide to fire it. There we go. That didn't actually help me. It leveled up the time one and not the other 2. Oh shit, forgot about you. Hold on. Damn it. Go away. Get out of here. Okay. Let's level you up. So my goal is to get all of them. We only need 1 more level for that purple ghost, and we'll be sweet. Come on. Come on. Perfect. Fuse them. Evolve them. Banshee. Curse all enemies while on the field when launched. Cursed enemies are dealt after being hit 6 times. Very cool. Because I could combine that with Reaper. Oh, can you imagine Reaper and Flicker? Oh my god. Insta-kill chance, 15% insta-kill. Over and over again. You're gonna go play Overwatch and not be salty? Yeah, good luck. I just got an insta-kill on the last boss. That's amazing. Continue. Insta-kills. It's working! Firing out so many of them at a time. Amazing. Overwatch's assault overload. Yeah, but like... At least it's not Overwatch 2 anymore, I suppose. I don't know. Oh. You know what? Let's combine that with Reaper. We'll get ourselves a cloned Reaper so that every time it hits an enemy, it bounces and splits into more. So we just have all of these insta-kill balls out on the field. Sometimes some runs look like they're cursed. Like they're never gonna be anything. But you can really make them something. Ooh, we got some bosses in the back. Reroll, please. Reroll, please. I'm not allowed to have frost. Again. That's right, he's going for the time stop. There it is. Evo. Getting 5 seconds, which I'm pretty sure each of them is 5 seconds, because that felt a lot longer than 5 seconds. Reroll. Yes. Reduce the cooldown substantially. Oh, that felt more like 5 seconds. I think it's because I'm firing more than one and they're not, like it's staggered. Find me time though. I really need to get a fusion to put those clone balls to work though, because they're not doing anything. They just exist. Even with the time stops, we're only just holding on. Stops it for 6 seconds. Yeah, okay. 1 extra second. Here we go. Fuse. You two, please. %, chance to kill enemies on impact, healing you, and splits into a clone on hit 4 times. So we're suddenly going to have a lot more Reapers on the field. Which means a lot more chances of instant kills. Just use it to like burrow through. Like it'll get there, just keep looking at them. There we go. Make a mess, my pretties. Send them all down into the middle of everybody. Oh, look at it! That's amazing. Get them down behind everything and they just tear it all apart. Alright. I don't know what we could put with the time stop. Hold on. Is it the time stop that is destroys itself after hitting an enemy? Okay. That just means it doesn't bounce. Hey, bosses, let's see how long they last. There goes one. Oh no, it was just weird. There it goes. He was sturdy compared to some of those other ones. I wonder if I could mix time stop with a clone. Let's see if we can get ourselves a rank up before getting that merge, that fusion. Boo. Gold, I guess. Fine. Why am I stuck? Things seem to be glitching out with like the time stops and the instant kills and stuff. It's like it freezes as it's being deleted and the texture goes eh. Alright, come on, give me one more fusion. I'm very curious about the time stop plus the clone. You lost badly? Hey, at least you're not salty about it, right? Your cortisol is rising? I assume it would be. Generally how stress happens. You just need to accept that you suck. Get in the gap. Get in there. Yes. Tear them to pieces. Oh. Once they get in the middle of a group, it's game over. You don't suck. Oh, did you win that last match, did you? Sorry, I misunderstood when you said you didn't. Okay. We fuse time stop with cell and see if it stacks. Because when it like generates a new one, if it freezes everything on screen every time it splits and creates another one. Or if it's just one time stop and then breaks and stays dead. There it goes. There goes the... Oh, that's wind. Where's my time stop? I didn't even see it. I think it's the purple swirling one that's bouncing around the place. That one. Yeah, so it does. It basically makes it so that it keeps bouncing. Just keeps restarting the 6-second timer. So it's not that it stacks, but it will restart if it bounces again. That's pretty cool. Storm, why not? Let's speed this up. Yeah, we were running on slow-mo that whole time. What points? Your platinum support, but I wasn't playing support. I'm just having a bad day. Aww. Insta-kill, 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 insta-kill. What can we even fuse? Oh, Banshee and Wind. Eh. Gold? Punch it through, come on. Once they start splitting, that is insane. Get them up in there. Get them in there. That's the way. Oh, look out. We're taking damage. Should have been paying attention down here and I wasn't. constantly restarting the timer is hilarious. Alright, get it in here. Get it in this gap. Yeah, in there. Yeah, that's it. Wee. Yeah? Lightning strikes. Food time? Yeah, what's for food? I'll go brood mother. So much time freezing. Get it reflected up in there. Get it up in the gap, quick, quick. There we go. That's what we want. We want it all up in the back. We get so much health back. Oh! And then we cop a whole bunch of damage really quick, and it's bad for us. Oh, this is us. Yep, that's it. That was a good run, though. You're having mince and sweet potato with potato and bean. So potato and potato. That's a lot of potato. It's potato overkill. All right. Well, let's have a look at the encyclopedia. So we still don't have this one, the sniper, which is shotgun and assassin. So assassin's the shuriken, and shotgun is the baby balls and whatever. So we need a combination of this one and where are you? There you are. This one. All right, which should be pretty straightforward. And then in passives, well, we already know that because we didn't get anything new in that last run. We still need the spear, which is a combination of the spear and Deadeye's amulet. A Reach's spear and Deadeye's amulet, which is this one and this one to make that spear that's down there. And then that spear plus this makes us this, which I can only assume is like everything keeps dying forever. Also, I still don't have Voodoo Doll. Right, Voodoo Doll, obviously, you get one from having like a cursed thing, but it is what it is. Anyway, Vodlings, that is the end of our coverage of the Shadow update. We didn't quite get everything we wanted to get, but you're welcome to go out and check it out yourself. I believe the sniper was part of the last update, but I could be wrong. It might be part of this one. Maybe it is part of this one. Either way, go and check it out for yourselves. Go and have some fun with it. The new characters could be interesting. I'm starting to think that the Tiptoe character plus the carouser that makes the swirls all around it, makes all the balls like go round and round in circles, could be awesome together. Make like a real close-up build. Maybe we'll do that next time. But I will see you guys in the third update, which I can't remember what it's called, but we'll do another episode there. And I will talk to you then. If you're watching this tomorrow, 10 years from now, or long after I'm gone, you are awesome. And I'm sure you'll hear from me again. Catch you in the next one. See ya.